Hello, my name's Lakin Decoria, and I'm going to be presenting for the Buhi Board of Directors. Here's an overview of the goals from the CMO from the slides that we have been given. So they wanted us to spend the entire budget, which is allocated by them, grow your brand awareness, which is pretty self-explanatory, increase engagement, which just means more clicks, more likes, increase sales, and outperform your peers. Okay, so here's an overview of my goals. For brand, I feel like we need to show customers that our brand is quality level and we can be counted on, basically just trusted that we know what we're doing. For revenue, we still need to be able to make money, pay our bills, as well as make positive income after that, because you can break even, but obviously you don't want to break even in a business because you want profit. Operation, how we choose to go about making that money and spending it, as well as go about our brand's content. That's just how you choose to go about making your plan and however you wish to do it. For culture, it shows we are able to be focused on our surroundings. It basically just hones in on the fact that we aren't too focused in on certain target audiences and also have a broad spectrum of who we want to pinpoint as our target audience. Overview of marketing plan, goals, the main sources of business value. We include brand, revenue, operation, and culture, something we just talked about. My research findings, I found that using the simulation and research I've done for the company, I noticed that we were able to appeal to our target audience using the platforms of Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. And in this, I didn't include Facebook, but it's also one of the other ones that we use as our platforms. An example, a recent post we made where we added lots of hashtags and made our captions short and sweet, as well as captivating. In quotes, we're back with our buoy apparel. Come check it out. Hashtag working hard. Hashtag loving the vibes. End quote. This post was sponsored, and the image we included was of family and traveling, and I'll talk more about why we chose family and traveling later. These are our questions. So, wondering about these, I already got the answers for you. What was their strategy with the simulation? So, our strategy that I chose for my marketing plan is to increase brand awareness as our top priority, making sure that we go to include influencers when possible. I found that it's just easier to increase our brand awareness if we have more people selling what we are selling. And then last point is don't go over budget. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah. So, what kind of content did you learn works with your target audience? So, with the target audience, I found that traveling and family-focused posts were more likely to be liked and to be clicked on. Short videos, as well as clicking links, welcome links, links for coupons, links for discounts, links for holidays, links for our shop, anything really. What channels did you use? Like said before, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. How did you go about resolving the crisis? So we've been giving a crisis and we each had to figure out how best we would handle the situation. And for me personally, when I heard about the crisis, my immediate response was to fire the employees immediately. And then after some time, we thought about going public by interviewing our other staff and our other employees to show that the public that we aren't hiding anything and that this was purely an accident and we'll make sure that it never happens again. Um, I also asked for a mandatory retraining of our current staff and any staff that gets hired from now on. And then as well, we also did Insta, Facebook, and TikTok lives to answer questions as well. How much growth did the company receive during the simulation? So after going through my results and the information and data that was given, to me after doing the simulation, I noticed that our revenue was $264,343.67. Our conversions were 6,175, and our followers was 25,617 followers total after all those simulations. How much money did you need in your budget to make this happen? So the CMO gave us a set budget, and according to my calculations of all of the rounds added up, there were 12 rounds and $5,000 per round for your budget. It was $60,000, and that was our budget for the simulation. But thank you for listening. I hope that this was informational.